Guys, I hope you are good. We are bang in the middle of the swell, well, coming to the end of the swell month. We've been in Elvis and Cressy and up to Bruges to the castle. This Saturday is the Global Open Table. It's a total experiment for us with Corco and the swell, and hopefully a nice bridging gap between these kind of recce videos and then having a whole swirl of 30 people rocking up to your place, and hopefully make it a bit easier to build new groups and a bit of energy in different places. I am currently on the way, well, kind of in Solihull. I am with Smitherman and we are going to go to Burning Barn Rum. I can't wait to meet these guys, see what they're doing there, have a look at their hut and go from there. Let's make it happen.
Wondering out loud, have I lost myself?
So about 2 weeks before we set off on tour, Trey got an email from a company called Safety Wing, and they do travel insurance, and they've basically been covering us for the whole tour. They even gave me a little bit of money to talk about what they do, which I'm chuffed about. It's helped with all the expenses on the tour. But basically it's like the Netflix of travel insurance, or the Spotify of travel insurance. You can subscribe to the travel insurance and cancel it whenever you want. It gives you local cover when you're on trips like this. It gives you cover across the continent, and it gives you global cover as well. And there's limits on that, how many days per year you can do. But you guys should check it out. There's an affiliate link below as well. We'll give you some kind of discount. They've been really easy to work with and their service is super simple. So check it out. Let me know what you think. And a massive thanks, Safety Wing, for getting on board with the Swirl Tour and helping us cover the petrol and the travel across the channel and getting us up here now to the Burning Barn Farm.
Ooh, lately these days I'm making a stranger out of me.
Oh yes, looking pretty juicy.
Where'd I put my worth? Must have lost it in the falling leaves.
Only about 1 hour 45 to get here.
I'm Harry. I'm Andy.
Good to see you.
Hi Dave, how's it
Nice
going?
to meet you.
Hi.
So this is Catherine and Harry from Burning Barn Rum. And what were you saying about this place, that it used to be a fruit farm?
It used to be a fruit farm, so my dad's a fruit grower.
Lovely.
Apples, pears,
Yeah.
soft fruits, so strawberries, raspberries, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But in the 90s, you had Sunday opening hours for supermarkets.
Okay.
And also like a massive proliferation of imported like soft fruit and stuff.
Okay.
So it basically made that kind of business not viable. So we sort of went through a period of diversification. So now, believe it or not, Dad's main business is making toffee apples. We run Burning Barn Rum as well from here. So
Amazing.
we make various types of rum.
Got applewood that we've harvested from the trees.
Nice.
And we use that to smoke the smoke drum.
Ah.
Yeah.
And we've got our own honey, our own beehives and stuff like that.
Okay.
as well, so.
Okay. Where does the rum itself come from then?
So the rum originally comes from Guyana,
Yeah.
in the
West
Caribbean.
Indies, yeah.
Ah.
But we're also in the processes of distilling our own as well.
Okay.
So eventually we want to get to a process where we're making it all here.
And I guess that's a good way for people to start, isn't it? Like get a base in,
Yeah.
and then add natural flavours and
Yeah.
processes from your local environment.
Exactly.
And as you get better at it and get the
Yeah.
brand going and all that, you can take off more of the value chain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
That's the
exactly
idea.
that.
And it is all natural. Like that's what we wanted to do from the start. It was all natural flavourings. So
You guys obviously sent me an email a couple of months ago and we connected. What was it that led you to do that?
We've got a tiny little office over there,
Yeah.
just in a little porta cabin.
Nice.
And Catherine shares it. So Catherine's doing it full time. I just do it part time. And Catherine shares it with my dad.
Okay.
He's a pretty eccentric bloke.
Which works for a while. It works for a while.
Exactly. Yeah. And also
till the classical music becomes
Yeah.
deafening.
It's like-
Can't hear myself.
Yeah.
like singing Handel very loudly or something like that. And
Might be time for a new space.
Yeah, so we were like, we need another space. And then we saw your videos. There's like other guys on YouTube.
Yeah, the guy in Wales you saw as well,
Yeah,
didn't
like
you?
Chris Harbour.
Chris Harbour, yeah.
Wales. We had this trailer on the farm, which is actually an old US Air Force trailer, and we just thought it would be the perfect.
A US Air Force trailer?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It'd be the perfect kind of platform for a shepherd's hut. So
Nice.
that's what we made, and it's worked really well.
And if you guys don't mind, I'll rob up the video that you guys made of some of the
absolutely.
building,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I will put it in here as and where it fits to show you some of the
'Cause
process.
I keep turning all these pages, I keep falling underneath the weight of myself, and I don't know how. If this is how it is, then I don't want a piece of it. Don't tell me that it it fades more as I grow. Ooh, my softness is my superpower.
Should we go see it?
Check it out.
Yeah, please.
We use stuff as much as we could from the farm or from stuff we already had. So like the doors are from our old kitchen actually.
Oh, wicked. And then you put it up on some logs, have you?
Yeah, we just put the logs underneath it because the tyres are pretty old. We wanted just to take like a bit of the weight off.
Yeah. I just absolutely love the framing with the trees behind it as well. I just think it's such a nice place to have it. Yeah. Should we have a look inside?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh, you got the fire going? Of course you do. Oh,
The main thing
beautiful.
for us was this actually the Cruck frame in the roundwood. So these are ash trees. Since it was planted about 30 years ago, it's already sort of rewilded.
This is very Chris Harbour kind of style,
Yeah,
this, isn't it?
Yeah. The process of like cutting it down and like making the frame from scratch and seasoning the wood and doing everything from scratch was really, really rewarding. And it's actually a brilliant solution to hold the roof up.
You got the old trailer,
Yeah.
and then this is the actual genuine structural frame.
So yeah, the whole roof
Yeah.
is held up by these frames.
Wow.
Yeah. It's literally just kind of putting the walls on around the Cruck frame and around the roof.
I see.
Yeah.
It's called a Cruck frame.
Yeah, and not a very well made one.
That's perfect.
But,
That's perfect.
But that is a Cruck, yeah.
Wow. Okay, I absolutely love that. Can I have a spin?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't actually spin.
Oh.
It's
easy.
it lifts up, but it doesn't.
Oh wow, that's pretty nifty.
So yeah, you can store stuff in it
Well, what a lovely, lovely hut. So how long did it take you to make it?
longer than I expected.
That sounds normal.
So it took us 3 months, basically.
Yeah.
Weekends and
With a lot of help from.
Well, that's the way these things go up, isn't it? Yeah. Lovely.
have a seat, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, this is sweet. Thank you so much. Hot chocolate and rum.
I'm doing hot chocolate and rum.
Yeah,
Hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
that sounds great.
Cool.
So do you have a history in the alcohol business, or was it a new venture for you?
So I did a little bit of wine and spirits there, but I thought I was a bit prepared for it, but I really wasn't. It's a totally different ballgame, like starting from scratch and trying to get your rum in places. So.
Sure. How long's it been now? How long have you been doing it?
Literally 2 years October, so.
Since the first bottles were drinkable?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. That's amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, I quit my job at the start of September and then we launched on the 13th of October, so it's about 6 weeks to like make the first batch and figure out what the heck we were doing basically.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Oh, well done. So this is the one I tried at Elvis and Cressy,
Yeah.
and this one we had over at the Bruges Castle, but the spiced rum is the one that's going to go in our hot chocolates.
Yeah.
My solitude ain't the same no more. Oh, tender heart.
And there's your chili to boot. Fantastic. Perfect.
The secret is roast the onions and the chilies before you make the actual chili, and then it gets them really sweet. And then it's got tarragon in it, and then some chipotle, cumin, and smoked paprika,
And some smoked rum.
and some smoked rum.
Oh, of course, of course.
On message.
I'm so glad you went for the wrap approach, because that is definitely my approach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, cheers. Actually, how much do you reckon you sunk into this? Because you used reclaimed
We were
stuff.
just saying.
The log burner there was not reclaimed. That looks nice.
Log burner was like 300 quid.
Oh, that's not bad.
Less than 2,000.
Yeah, that's great. That's where I think it should be. That's where
Yeah.
that's where I think it's a good use of money.
And I think we've saved massively on the trailer, obviously.
Yeah. Well, that's the same as what we're just discussing about the whole Corco project. It's about not having a clear plan, but when you find the right trailer or the right thing, you're like, oh, that's the main thing I need to maybe make this happen.
Yeah,
So
it's definitely an iterative process because we want to spend Christmas here.
nice.
So we've got to work out some sort of sleeping solution.
Good.
So
We're
we're
just trying to work out that. And
Yeah.
we're thinking about maybe some sort of mezzanine, but we don't know if there's enough space.
The other thing is like fold down things as well.
Yeah.
You know, could you put
Yeah.
a mezzanine that you could put away? You know?
Exactly, yeah.
But then these beams are kind of restrictive a little bit on that front. Unless you have a triangle-shaped mattress that kind of folds down. There's probably reasons why we don't have
Slightly
triangle mattresses.
artificial. Maybe it would work for one person. We've got another trailer as well, smaller, and in worse condition than this one, but we think we can make kind of little annex with like a shower room and stuff in it. So
like maybe like your square one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm actually about to turn that into like an office space. So for the first time, I'm going to bring solar and power in, because there's now Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi, 4G in my woods, which there wasn't when I was there to begin with. So it meant that everyone was just off-grid by virtue of being in.
Yeah.
But now, when you turn up, I'll say, like, here's the box to deposit your phone in and charge it, but also not be with it.
Yeah.
So then if you ever want to use it, you just go in there, use it, and then leave again. Yeah, so it's kind of, you're stepping out of the experience to do something whenever you want. It's just not in your pocket ready to roll the whole time. But
makes such a difference.
But yeah, having a separate space is really cool to be able to do that kind of thing. All right, well, let's see this hot chocolate in action then.
Really proud of my new kettle.
Does that heat up on the burner?
Yeah. That was one of the things we weren't sure about. Right, taste test.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming around.
Yeah, really pleased to be here. Oh. You're right, that is a winter warmer, a kind of a reward after a day outside, working outside.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
We've got loads of pallets lying around the farm.
Nice.
And actually, when we were making the stud framing for the walls, we're just like, this is just a series of boxes, a series of sort of rectangles that have to be structurally rigid.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what a pallet is.
Yeah.
It's even got the cavity space for
insulation. Yeah.
So we'll just make a floor out of pallets, make a wall out of pallets, cut a few gaps in it for windows, fill it with insulation, and then you've just got the gaps to fill in for the floorboards and the walls. So that's the concept. We'll see if it works.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm fascinated by that, and if that works, I will be on that in a rush, because the hardest thing is getting structural integrity, but pallets already have it. So do you have a source for pallets?
Yeah, I mean it's a byproduct of what we do here anyway.
Okay, so you've got the eternal supply. Oh, that is heaven. You're in pallet heaven.
Yeah.
So will you do you reckon you'll make a little video of that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it won't be for a while, but I will make sure I post the video to you guys when it comes out, because that will be an interest. Come rain or shine, good, bad or ugly, it'll be good to see what happens with that.
Yeah. I think the challenge is just working out a system of sticking them together, isn't it? It's like it's as simple as that, without kind of losing that structural.
Yeah, because one high makes sense, but when you go 3 high, will it still be strong?
Exactly. Yeah.
To be continued. So if people want to sample some of the goods, where do they go?
You can buy a bottle online. We've got a website.
BurningBarnRum.com.
BurningBarnRum.com. Yeah, and we can give your viewers 15% off.
Oh, lovely, jubbly.
Barn15 is
Barn
the code.
15.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's cool.
Pleasure.
And what do you call this hot chocolate and rum? Is there a special name for it?
Spice hot chocolate and rum.
There we go. I highly recommend it.
Oh, tender heart.
So this is V2, the trailer, and the mammoth stack of pallets in the background.
Won't you come back? Ooh,
This is an old apple juice tank. My granddad used to be a fruit grower as well, and make apple juice. So we've repurposed one of the apple juice tanks, made this kind of oak lid. We use this to smoke the rum, pass applewood smoke over the top of the rum that we get in. So we roast the spices, and then we sort of plunge the spices into the rum to infuse.
Well, like, roast them in like a big saucepan or something?
Yeah, like in a massive copper pan.
Nice.
And then we chuck them in when they're still hot, and then you get that kind of toasted flavour as well. And then for the honey, English and like European organic wildflower honey with rum. And it's as simple as that. So,
amazing.
So we use those apple trees that aren't producing fruit, chip the wood and smoke the rum. So it comes literally from there to here, and you kind of get this nice kind of circle, I guess. But, so that's quite cool.
And what the hell is this gun here for?
That's just a nozzle.
Looks like you nicked it off the BP petrol pump.
It does, yeah, exactly. It's got a flow meter on it. That'll tell us down to the 1,000th of a litre.
Wowee.
A milliliter.
How much is in?
How much is in which tank and stuff. Experimental bit over here. We do all of our kind of
laboratory.
Do all of our experiments and
cool.
Test all of the different versions and stuff. It's Frankenstein's.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Different failed ideas, basically.
You wouldn't be trying hard enough if you didn't have a few.
No, exactly. So once we've blended it in this room,
Yeah.
we pump it through the wall. It goes into our bottling room.
So basically the whole lab is here and here.
Yeah.
Amazing. It really does make it all feel very doable. I mean, obviously you need a bunch of containers and land, but not everyone can do that, but it's not impossible, you know, whereas you look at a big gin distillery or a big whiskey distillery, you think I could never do that, but this is pretty cool, very cool.
This is done, yeah.
This is done stuff.
So this is blended, it's at bottling strength.
Is this the 3 different bottles or not?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you've got smoked, spiced and honey.
Oh, yeah.
Goes into the bottling machine, gets bottled.
Yeah.
You pass the bottle that's filled, put a cork in it, pass it over to someone on here, and then we stack it, whack it on pallets over there and send it out.
Amazing. What can people expect from you next? What's the goal like over the next year or two, other than building the shower room on the hut?
Sure. We've got some merch coming.
Okay,
so
cool.
We've seen that hopefully before Christmas. And the goal is basically just to get nationwide, really. So we're starting that. We're in a few places in London, Manchester, Edinburgh. So we're kind of spreading out and just giving Brownie Barn to the people.
Potentially moving or expanding to somewhere more permanent, and then what we'd love is kind of a visitor experience where people can come on tours and buy stuff from us directly and stuff.
Come and have some lunch.
Come have some lunch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant.
That's about it, yeah.
Well, thanks so much for having us for lunch. It's so great.
You're welcome.
It might not be the last time I'm knocking on your door, to be honest with you. It's a beautiful place to come.
Yeah, we'll let you know how the palette concept.
Oh yes, we'll stay in touch on that. And if you need any help, let me know.
Yeah.
Not that I'm skilled, but you know, if you need some hands on deck. All right, guys. Well, we are going to be making our way up to Manchester for Marley's event. I don't really know what's next. It's Christmas, isn't it? So you'll kind of take a bit of a hibernation and reflect on the year. I hope you guys will do that as well. Have a chance to think about what you've been up to and what's good, bad and ugly about it and what you want to get done next year. I guess the main theme from the swell this year was about being brave. What does it mean to be pushing into our edge? What is our authentic self? Like, what do we really care about? If you take all the layers of who we have to be away, who really are we? And how do you build a life around that? And how do you take risks that are appropriate around all of that? Drop me a line if you think about that a little bit. I always love talking to people about that. And yeah, take care of yourselves, look after each other, and I'll probably see you in the new year, if not before.